What's up, YouTube? Okay, got a battle for my last live stream for you tonight. Okay, but first, before we get on to the video, let's do a question of the day. Now, I thought of a really cool question for today, something a bit different. What is your favourite gem from, obviously from the Pokemon games? So, example like Flying Gem, Rock Gem, those sort of ones. I want to see which one comes up the most popular. I quite like the Rock Gem myself. It's a pretty interesting sort of one to use. I know a lot of people like the normal and Flying Gem as well. But let's see what you guys can come up with. Also, please click like on the video now. It'll only take like 2 seconds. That'd be really good if you can do that. I highly appreciate that. But let's get to the battle anyway. So I'm bringing basically my full just bottom battle tier team, and this is sort of like a mixed tier team. We've got Nidoking there being... Nidoking was sort of the problem in this battle. It's a very, very extremely great Pokemon due to its coverage and everything, and my team, I knew my team would struggle against it even before this battle started. Also, we've got... I wasn't actually really worried about any other a Pokemon except for Nidoking and Clefable. They were the only two Pokemon that I really was worried about at all here. The rest I was quite confident I could handle. This team is more designed to be facing other lower tier teams, so I just didn't really have the checks for Nidoking and mainly Nidoking, so I knew that I would be having a lot of trouble with this battle. So anyway, I know that what this thing's already going to do. This is going to be a major troll set, so I'm just going to go straight here for Taunt. So I can sort of cause a swap, maybe get a U-turn or something like that so I can get a static. That would be really handy. He's just going to swap it straight out, which is fair enough. And in comes Nidoking, of course, to just block all my electric sort of moves. There's no point sort of staying in here. I'm sort of fearing an Ice Beam or maybe even just a Sludge Bomb. So my best option here was just to go into my Grumpig. But Nidoking's just going to obviously fire off a Sludge Bomb. Does loads of damage to me considering how bulky I am in Special Defense. And Nidoking is so good with Sheer Force and Life Orb. It's just, yeah, a very, very solid Pokemon for sure. So he's obviously varying like a Psychic attack, so straight into Liepard again. I go for Confuse Ray because I already knew that he'd go back into it. That was probably the best swap for his team at that point in time. So I get the Confuse Ray up. I was sort of happy with that, I guess. There wasn't really like a lot else that I could do to it, but I might be able to cause a switch, which I did again, so I'm continually trying to get this swap out. Okay, so Clefable, I was not looking forward to this either. Due to its fairy typing, it is now definitely in OU, and it's got so many good things about it now. I go straight for the Taunt because I was thinking, well, Cosmic Power, Soft Boil, that kind of shit, so it can't use Cosmic Power. So pretty much, my Emolga's pretty much shutting down a lot of his team already, which is pretty funny. Considering that the main problem was this freaking Nidoking. That was really it. Like I had to continually sort of. I was a bit worried if I lost my Grumpig here because things wouldn't be going very good then. So another Sludge Bomb. That hits me really hard. So it's about after lefties. It's probably about a 3-hit KO. If I get poisoned, it'll definitely be a 3-hit KO. So I'm going to throw Rest Up straight here. I won't try to sort of get my health back, but I'm not going to leave that. So it's definitely a 3-hit KO. So I knew that I was in quite a bit of trouble here at the moment because that Nidoking was a big problem. So he's going to swap out there. I just went for Protect just in case that he stayed in, which I didn't really think was going to happen. So the best possible swap in here was Gorgeous because it can block my Facade. And the only real move I can hit it with is with Crunch. But I stayed in anyway, thought I'd get a Crunch on it, so I thought it didn't really have a lot to hit me with except like a Leech Seed or a Grass move. I get a Defense Drop there, which is good. Of course it's going to be a stalling set with Leech Seed, most of them are. I was sort of prepared for that, so that's okay. Even with the Defense Drop, I think that I can nearly take it out or get very, very close to taking it out even after that Leech Seed. But I wanted to get some more damage off on it anyway because it's really bulky and stuff. Like that. That was sort of my thing. It couldn't hit me with like Shadow Sneak or anything like that, which was good. Any of its sort of ghost moves. Okay, so it's going to go straight into Pixie again, predicting my Crunch. It's going to be able to absorb that very, very easily there, for sure. Now it only does like a little bit. I just thought, well, it's possible that he might try and Toxic Storm me out here and just go straight into Gorgeist again to get some like toxic damage on my Facade. But I thought, well, it may try and set up like Cosmic Power on me again, so I might as well just go for Facade. And I did, and does lots of damage, nearly takes it out. I was very, very happy with that damage though. I was extremely happy with that damage. It does get a Cosmic Power off, but the only thing it can really do now is swap out or take the hit. There was a high chance that he could easily swap back into Gorgeist here. But I didn't really want to risk him getting set up there. So I knew that if I could swap it out, sort of save my toxic damage, and maybe go into something that that can do a little bit of damage. But he's going to attack instead of swapping out, so that sucked, and I took the Moon Blast. Didn't really want to get any, like, didn't really want to get any damage on my Horner, but didn't have a lot of choice there. But fortunately he stays in for that Sludge Bomb, and I take Clefable out, so that's good. That's one of the problems out of the way, but the main problem was still sort of happening, which was Nidoking. Okay, this thing was really, really annoying, this battle too. I know this Pokemon very well. I've made one myself loads of times. So the only move that I knew that could use was Gear Grind. I thought that I'd have a great chance of, with my ability, Effect Spore here, considering it hit me so many times. Here, so it goes for another Shift Gear, which is very overconfident. Definitely knowing that I've most definitely got a Sleeping move, and my Sleep Powder misses, which really sucks. So it's got +4 attack, which is not good. Okay, Shift Gear is going to hit me really hard, even after all that. And 2 hits, I don't even get an Effect Spore in each hit, which sucks. But I'm going to go for Sleep Powder anyway, and finally put that to sleep. Unfortunately there, my Vileplume was pretty much in a good position, but I had Lumberry, so that sucks. That Sleep Powder miss really did change it for Vileplume, of course. So he's going to hit me with another Gear Grind, and finally I get an Effect Spore after all that time, and I would have much rather getting a sleep, definitely, so I could have used Moonlight. But that's the way things go sometimes, that shit sort of happens. Okay, straight into Ursaring here. I'm going to go straight for Close Combat, try and get some damage on it. Once again, I was sort of expecting Gorgeist to come in again. It lives slightly. Unfortunately, it's got good base defense, and that not being stabbed sort of came into it as well. The only attack it can really hit me with there is, well, it could have hit me with Gear Grind as well, but it didn't really matter. Any attack would have taken me out, I guess. Okay, so into Haunter again. Just going to go straight for Thunderbolt here and finish that off, because that's it's only got a little bit of health left, and didn't really matter what I use, obviously except Sludge Bomb. Of course, now, what was this again? Okay, so obviously the only reason this would swap in was to use Shadow Sneak, so there's no point me staying into this attack at all. Absolutely no point. So straight into Relicanth here to take the Shadow Sneak, obviously. I knew that it wouldn't hit me too hard because I'm very, very bulky as well. That was a crit too, and it did absolutely nothing. I know that a grass move may be coming my way, but Head Smash should do loads of damage to it, and here we go with the Head Smash. Does shitloads of damage, but it actually doesn't take it out. I avoid the Leech Seed. I'm surprised he didn't have a grass attack that was going to. That would have really quite hit me hard. I'm going to go for Head Smash again and finish Gorgeous off, which is good. I was glad to get rid of that thing. It's a very strong defensive wall. Then again, my Relicanth is made to sort of bust through those sort of walls. So out comes Nidoking again. There's nothing I can do here. I know that an Earth Power's coming, so I have to swap out. I don't have Grumpig to swap into anymore. The only Pokemon I really have is Momo to take the Earth Power, and Momo really can't do anything to Nidoking either. So the best move it can do is Earth Slash. It does a sizable amount of damage to it, which is good. Sludge Bomb's going to hit me really hard. Takes me right down to my Sash there. Go for Air Slash again. I'm just trying to get some freaking damage on this thing. So it's about a 3-hit KO with Air Slash, and that's going to be Mulga out of the way. But Mulga was really handy this battle. It shut a lot of the other team, more Stolly ones out. Okay, so anyway, into Haunter, I go straight here for Shadow Ball and take the Nidoking out, which is good. Fortunately, Nidoking's he's got nice speed, but it's just a little bit. Little tiny bit of speed here. So out comes Aurora's here. I go straight here for Destiny Bond because I thought it'd just go for an attack and take me down, but it's going to start setting out Calm Mind again, and that's not any good for me. Okay, so that's setting up its Calm Minds, and I pretty much knew that I was in a lot of trouble here, so I could just set up Destiny Bond and try and take it out with me to get a 1-0. I think Haunter was my last Pokemon at this stage in the game too. I think it's just really boosting its special attack. Unfortunately here, I thought it would go like for another Calm Mind, which it did. Now, this part here, I was hoping that I could outspeed and just finish it with like Earthquake, but I knew that obviously it had Freeze Dry, and that was going to take me out as well, unfortunately. And that's going to be super effective. That takes me out. So there's nothing really else much I could do here. All I could do was Destiny Bond with my Haunter, and yeah, that was pretty much all my team I could squeeze out of this NU team. Pretty much, I was very happy with the result there. I think the main problem though I know with this team was Nidoking just did way too much damage to a lot of my team there. But once again, it was a good battle, and anyway, it was a good test against some higher tier pokes, and a good game, you know. That sounds like a card game I used to play. Anyway, so question of the day, guys. Those gems. Let's see what the most popular gem is. Okay, I think that's all I have to say for this battle. Thank you for watching. Peace out, everyone.